Broncos outside linebacker Von Miller did not lose an endorsement deal with Phil Longford after protesting during the national anthem Sunday, despite media reports to the contrary. KOAA5 first reported Monday morning that Miller had been fired from his deal with Phil Long because of his protest, but Miller has not had an agreement with the dealership for nearly 6 months. Miller's previous agreement with Phil Longford expired in March. There had been talks about a renewal, but nothing had materialized. "We are evaluating the events of the weekend. It is important to state that we haven't fired Von. Phil Long dealership said in a statement. "We are in the middle of contract renewal, and this weekend's events remind us that sometimes we feel that we best represent ourselves. We support Von and his First Amendment rights. We know Von and he's a good person. He donated a police car to his hometown police department. All that notwithstanding, when we bring in celebrities to represent us, we run the risk of being misrepresented. We, like millions of Americans, are concerned and will respond consistently with our values as a proud American company founded by a war hero, Phil Long. While we can't control the actions of others, we can be responsible for how we support our nation and community. That is why, years ago, our principal owner, Jay Chimino, founded the Mount Carmel Veterans Service Center, and is supported by all Phil Long dealerships. We support this cause not just with our words, but financially as well, and it is serving hundreds of veterans in need right here in Colorado. This would be a great time for our community to show support for our military community by supporting this cause or others that continue to serve them after they serve us." Miller was among 32 Broncos players who took a knee during the national anthem ahead the Broncos game against the Bills in Buffalo on Sunday. Their actions were a direct response to President Donald Trump's comments in which he urged NFL owners to fire son-of-a-bitch protesters for disrespecting the flag. Many NFL owners, coaches and executives including Broncos CEO, President Joe Ellis released statements to affirm their support of their players. "Me and my teammates, we felt like President Trump's speech was an assault on our most cherished right, freedom of speech," Miller said Sunday. "Collectively, we felt like we had to do something for this game. If not any other game, if not in the past, in the future, at this moment in time. We felt like, as a team, we had to do something. We couldn't just let things go. I have a huge respect for the military, our protective services and everything. I've been to Afghanistan. I've met real-life superheroes. It wasn't any disrespect to them. It was for our brothers that have been attacked for things that they do during the game. And I felt like I had to join them on it." Hundreds of players around the league took a knee or locked arms in a show of unity in the wake of Trump's comments. The NFL protests against social injustice and police brutality began last season when former 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick sat, and later knelt, during the anthem. His former college teammate, Broncos inside linebacker Brandon Marshall, followed Kaepernick's lead and knelt for 7 games to bring attention to the matter. Marshall also met with Denver Police Chief Robert White and donated $300 per tackle he made last season to local organizations. But Marshall's actions resulted in the loss of 2 endorsements deals with Air Academy Federal Credit Union and CenturyLink, and he received numerous hate-filled and threatening messages. "I told Von, it's not always going to be popular," said Marshall, who joined his teammates in protesting Sunday. "Somebody else is going to try to make an example out of you. But that shouldn't deter you from what you feel is right. Me, I never let money deter me from what I feel is right. If I did, I would have stood back up after the first time. After I lost those 2 endorsements and after I got all the backlash, I would have stood up and tried to get the endorsements back. But I didnt. You can't sway me with money. Because at the end of the day, that's not what's make me happy as a man.